Hi guys, welcome back to another video today on the 3Beats channel. My name's Etra from 3Beats, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be remaking Anxious by Tracey. This song I released the instrumental to last week, or last Friday as it will be. I think this was going to be uploaded on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I'll decide when I upload it. Essentially we're going to go into FL Studio. I'm going to show you how I've remade it. I'm going to show you all the drums, all the patterns that I've done for this beat. If you're a regular on the channel, you'll know what happens in these videos. If you don't, then feel free to join the channel by hitting the subscribe button. If you do enjoy this video, and also by hitting the like, and then telling me in the comments down below what you'd like to see next on the channel. Anyways, let's switch over to FL Studio and I'll show you how I made this beat. Now first of all, I'd like to make an apology for this video. I have decided to use a sample which has been taken out of the song. Yes, I know, yeah, boo, yeah. 3Beats, bad person. But yeah, essentially I have been using a sample from the song for this beat, so I did kind of cheat on this. But I have done something which I'll show you a bit later on in the video, and I'll essentially show you what you would use in terms of notes for if you found the sample yourself, and if you found what they have used in terms of a VST or a sample to make this beat. So let's start off with the drums first. We have the snare. This is just a simple snare pattern here that we have. It's just hitting on the 3 or the 2, whichever one it is. This is essentially the middle one. This is from the 21 Savage drum kit. I think it's the main snare section. Yeah, snare number 1 in the main snares. This snare I think is the closest that you can get to the beat. I think this is the actual one that they're using the beat. I don't have any effects on the snare itself, so it's just plain. Haven't changed anything in terms of length or automation or anything, so it's just plain as it is from the 21 Savage drum kit. Here's a snare pattern. The hi-hat's also from the 21 Savage drum kit. It's hi-hat number 5. This is the pattern we're playing. It's literally just a 2-step pattern with a little roll at the end. The 808 is a TM88 808. I think it's number 1 out of this pack. There's 2 in here. Actually, no, it's a Spins 808. I think I started off using the TM88 one, but it didn't sound very good, so switched over to the Spins 808, turned it up a bit, so it's a bit louder in the mix. Here's a pattern that we've got here playing on the Spins 808. And essentially for these slide notes, the way that you do this is you press this key up here, then place the note wherever you want it to be. So if I want it to be up here, lengthen this out. And then as you can see, there's got this little slide here. Essentially this actually doesn't have a note value, so if you actually just leave this by itself, I've shown this before, but if you just leave this by yourself, it won't actually play a note. But if you place it under or above a note, the note will actually slide up to that note that you've placed it onto. So yeah, the slides are quite short and simple. And yeah, so these kind of slides you find in things like drill beats and things like that. Now the kick pattern, the thing that I think influenced me to remake this thing in the first place because of its intriguing manner of how they've made this. It's not anything complicated as such, but it's just the way that they've laid out the kicks that makes it something different from any other kick patterns that we've heard in raps and things like that on this channel before. So if I just play the pattern for you here, and then I'll explain to you why I think this is so interesting. So yeah, that's the pattern. Now what I think is so interesting about this is the fact that this little kick here adds a bit of a bounce to it. And I think usually if you're just a producer, you'd usually place this kick here, maybe here or down here, but I think the producer, I think it's Remedee that's produced this beat. He's placed the kick right there, which is something quite interesting, which I haven't really seen in other hip-hop beats before. And for this I've changed the velocity a bit, because in the actual song this kick isn't very punchy. It's kind of just like an offbeat. It's added in there to add more of a bounce to the kick itself. Now to the rim shot. This one is a bit more of an out of the way kind of instrument that's been used in this beat. This one is something that isn't very prominent in the beat itself. It's added in quite late into the beat, as you can see over here. Now this is the rim number 5 from 21 Savage drum kit, unsurprisingly. This is from the perk section, then rim shots, and it's this one here. Also I forgot to mention the kick is kick number 1 from 21 Savage drum kit. Now this is a pattern that we've got for the rim shot. So here is in context with all the other instruments over in this final kind of section over here. Now the final sound that we've got for this is the shutter sound effect. This is from the 808 Mellow Dior drum kit, and it is in the effects tab. And I've turned this down a bit in the mix because it's not as loud in the actual beat as the sample that we've used is. So if I go over to the all section, as you can see, this has been turned down quite a lot. And yes, let me now play you the full beat for context. And now a little extra for you guys, because obviously I did use a sample earlier and I did say I was going to kind of compensate that for you. I have the notation for the melody over here. Essentially I've got these two things from SQ8L in here, and these are just playing the pattern that would be here if I knew what the VST exactly was. So I'll show you here what I am using, but these are just nowhere near close to what it actually is. So I'm using the dark strings here from SQ8L and then the girl's voice from it as well. As you can see here, on every offbeat we have the girl's voice. This is not actually played on every note as the other effect is, but this one is on every other note. So if you want to quickly copy this into your program and then manipulate it and add the effects in that you've probably found off Omnisphere or wherever this has been taken from. But yeah, and in terms of effects, I think the only thing I've actually done is I've added a fruity soft clipper onto the kick, because without the kick having the clipper onto it, it clips quite a lot. It's one of those kicks that's quite powerful, and without a clipper it will blow your ears out. But yeah, that's the whole beat for Anxious by AJ Tracey. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this remake. If you did, don't forget to, as always, leave a like down below. Leave a comment down below as well what you'd like to see next. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100 subs, obviously. As you can see, we're quite close down below. Also, something I haven't really mentioned the past few weeks, we do have our 1 year 3Beats anniversary in 2 weeks time from when this is uploaded. So let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to see for that video. I haven't got anything particularly planned at the moment, but I'll probably come up with something eventually. So yeah, do let me know down below if there's anything you'd like to see on the channel for that video itself. Yeah, so FRP will be in the description. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you in a bit.